journalists throughout. Now we also welcome Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev. He's a former diplomat, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Ambassador Sachdev, for joining us again. Now, looking at all the situation that has been evolving since yesterday, ever since Israel attacked Iran, what was your initial take, and what does this vacuum mean for Iran now?
Well, the attack by Israel and United States was the second that they had conducted within a year. Last June saw 12 days of hostilities, again initiated by the same two powers. And in the middle, there have been some negotiations, infructuous anyway, about nuclear enrichment restrictions, etc., etc. Now, here, the second bout is remarkable in certain ways. It's a bit brazen. The preemptive strike, as Israel claimed, had very little evidence in international law. There was no imminent danger to Israel from Iran. Again, United States President, in his recorded message shortly before the invasion was launched, also didn't, while it had 8 minutes of long list of commissions and omissions that Iran committed against United States, some of them correct, but many of them slightly off the track, were no justification for imminent attack. There was no particular danger. The brazenness also came by President Trump strongly advocating the regime change in Iran, encouraging the Iranian public to rebel against the government and overthrow and replace it with their own government. Since then, the hostilities have expanded. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been killed, as have been a number of IRGC commanders. Iran has retaliated against Israeli targets and some US targets in lower Gulf countries. At the same time, Ali Khamenei's passing away or martyrdom has been announced by Iranian official media, so that confirms the claims by President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu. This leaves a huge political vacuum. For 36 years, Rahbar, or Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, guided Iran through a very turbulent period. And these 36 years were out of 47 years of Islamic revolution itself. So he single-handedly managed the affairs, while there were other organs of power, such as the executive, judiciary, and the parliament. In Iran, the power structure was centralized with Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei at the top, and who was responsible for all major decisions. So his passing away creates a bit of a political vacuum, which would be difficult to fill. And Israel and United States would hope that this would create a certain space for regime change. Now, there are various options that the president and the prime minister can exercise. One is the Maduro model. Venezuelan leader was deposed and was taken away to United States, and regime change was effected, replacing vice president who has since been quite sort of positively disposed towards United States. The same model can work in Iran, but I would have my doubts because Iranian system is very different from Venezuela. It's far bigger country, 90 million people, and vast ethnicities with Sunnis, with Shias, Sunnis, Kurds, Azeris, and Baluch, etc., in large numbers. And there are other possibilities except this regime change and then leaving the country in the same sort of direction or same leadership in different names. But second option that may happen is IRGC taking a larger role, and Islamic Revolutionary Guards were personally supervised by Ali Khamenei, and they are regarded as the guardians of the revolution. They are quite hardliners as compared to other organs of Islamic Republic, and their arrival at the political scene would be difficult for America as compared to the political dispensations, because IRGC is not only battle hardened, they are also economic power within Iran. Thirdly, there is also a possibility of chaos with Fizi-Paris tendencies developing with various power centers as well as various ethnic groups trying to secede. This would be a Libya type of situation or Lebanese type of situation, which would create further instability in the region for a long time to come.
Yes.
I think the observers would be very careful in watching which way does Iran proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ambassador Sachdev, for sharing that. Now we have another breaking news coming in. The flag at the Imam Reza Shrine in Mashhad, Iran, has been changed to black to mark the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The country is in mourning following his demise, with people across Iran paying their respects. Khamenei's passing has sparked both national and international reactions. His leadership spanning decades has shaped modern Iran, and the country now faces a critical period of transition. Now we have another breaking news coming in from Iran. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf has stated that the country is prepared for all scenarios following the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei after US and Israeli strikes. Ghalibaf has warned that President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu have crossed Iran's red lines and will face consequences. He has called both leaders filthy criminals and threatened devastating retaliation, stating that they will pay the price for their actions. Now we welcome back Ambassador Mahi Sachdev. He's joining us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for staying with us. Now, do you think that the talks that were ongoing, the negotiations, that was used as a cover up for this epic mission, Operation Epic Fury, as the negotiations? I was blindsided by the negotiation, thinking that that would be leading to escalation. Instead, we are over here seeing this unfold. What do you think was the end goal of U.S. now? That do you think also, you have mentioned in your previous answer, like how it's not this as simple as taking one leader out for Iranian regime to change, because it's mentality, it's the complexity of the nation, it's the history, it's the religion, and also the ethnicity that is so diverse in such a huge country.
And that is true. What would you like me to comment about? I have already done so. Perhaps one would like to take the coup from the Speaker of the Majlis, the Parliament, and IRGC statements, the army statement about retribution, and the powers in Israel and United States would pay for the crime of assassinating Supreme Leader. I think this war has already taken a shape that involves regional countries, and Iran has widely attacked US bases in the Gulf countries as well as in Jordan and Iraq. Now, with this assassination of Rahbar Ali Khamenei already a spur, these attacks may be further expanded, and I think Iran might go for the softer targets, such as petroleum assets, the lower Gulf countries.
Yes,
it has already
Ambassador.
decided to close Strait of Hormuz.
Yes, Ambassador. So, Ambassador, how do you think, building on that, how do you think, yes, the proxies or the Strait of Hormuz will be used? And also, I want to bring in China and Russia to our conversation. How do you think China is eyeing this development? Do you still think that China will be hosting President Trump in March?
Well, first thing first, the proxies are unlikely to be as active as they were before, because they have been emasculated by Israel to some extent. Hamas is already fighting for survival, and Hezbollah has had its leadership gone, and its assets in southern Lebanon also been taken care of by Israel. So as far as Houthis are concerned, they have been a bit quieter, but possibility of them reviving their siege on maritime traffic in lower Red Sea and Bab el-Mandeb cannot be ruled out. Now, when coming to China, I think China is a very pragmatic power, and it has its own reasons for hosting President Trump, which are the economic issues, that sanctions and high tariffs that have caused so much of disturbance to China's economy. So it'll be, I think it'll be interested in hosting President Trump towards the end of this month. But at the same time, one would like to wonder whether Mr. Trump would like to go on this visit, because his power to sanction China with various types of tariffs has been eroded after Supreme Court's verdict against them. So, what would he be negotiating is something that might be from a weaker hand than he had before. Moreover, the Chinese stranglehold on rare earths continues to rankle United States and other import-dependent countries, and therefore it'll be a bit one-sided trip if it happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador, for sharing that. Now we have another breaking news coming